Could the way we are enjoying meals at home be changing? On this Foodie Friday, we highlight a new company that, well, they hope so. Prepped and Fresh in Hamilton has teamed up with one of the city's best, and we'll get into John and Tom and equal parts, but we got to talk to Juan, who created Prepped and Fresh.
How's it going, Tim?
At McMaster.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, how you doing, man? Nice to meet you.
Not bad, man. Thanks for coming in.
Cool, bud. Okay, so it's not prepped in fresh, it's prepped fresh.
Prep fresh, exactly.
Like prepared fresh.
Prepared fresh, always.
So when did this start?
2018, so I was a student at McMaster, studying there, athlete, and kind of saw the need for students, just busy, midterms, exams, practices, everything going on. So kind of having prepared meals delivered to you. And that's kind of where it all started 3 years ago.
Were you making the meals at that time?
That's how it goes when you start a business. So it's just my family and I with my parents cooking on weekends, put up a website, students were ordering through there, and things delivered.
So that's 2018, so that's 3 years ago. Pandemic happens.
Yeah.
What has that done for the business?
Quite a bit. So once the pandemic hit, Mac obviously closed down, students went back home, and we were kind of left there for a week or two with no customers and not knowing what to do, like a lot of people. But that's kind of when we shifted. We launched into all of Hamilton, and we haven't really looked back since. It's just been growth and growth.
There's other things that did deliver to your door, but they're not fully prepared. You're having to do some of the work.
HelloFresh,
good food. Those are the world, right? Which are great if you want to do a little bit of the work. These meals are already done for you when they arrive at your door.
Yeah, that's the whole next step, right? So everyone knows about those food boxes, and it comes right to your door, but you still have to spend an hour cooking, and you still have to clean up the mess. That's kind of the next step of all of this, where food's ready for you. It's prepared, it's fresh, it's made the day before, and it's just kind of heated up in the microwave oven. So that weeknight dinner is just a couple of minutes of prep.
So how'd you get hooked up with this character here, John Forestier, executive chef at Equal Parts?
Yeah, the Equal Parts partnership kind of changed everything for us. So on one side, it's a new company trying to grow. Once we have the partnership with Equal Parts and also Cake and Loaf Bakery here in Hamilton, that kind of changes the game, and people kind of respect the name like Prep Fresh now.
So they're your official caterer. So Mom's not making the meals anymore.
I'm so happy to say no, she's not.
Is she upset? She's like, what do you mean I'm not making the meals anymore?
I took the job away from her, yeah.
Well, what's the quality compared to John and Tom making it to Mom?
It's close, but John's a little better, yeah.
But is he even human? Because he's even crying. He's cutting onions. I don't even see any tears. Contacts is the key. Okay, we're going to talk to John. We're going to talk to Tom and kind of preview some of the meals because it works. So today is, on Friday, that's when the meals come out, right? Each week. The meals come out on Friday. You order them, and when do they get delivered?
Every Sunday. So it's kind of, you get ready for the week, it gets delivered right to your door.
Okay, and these are some of the meals that have been prepared. We'll continue to show that off here at the Diplomat. We'll get into what Equal Parts is doing. With Prep Fresh, but also in their own world, getting ready for Mother's Day. Website is
preppedfresh.com.
Preppedfresh.com. We'll do that on this Foodie Friday. Oh, Morning Live. Well, anytime we visit Equal Parts Hospitality in Hamilton, it's always a good day. Really, because we just like to see Executive Chef John Forestier work. He was onions last half hour, on to mushrooms, but we're hanging out right now with Tom, who's the head chef here at the Diplomat.
That is correct.
Okay, nice to meet you, Tom.
You as well.
But we're focusing on what you guys have kind of done because, listen, it's not easy in the restaurant biz right now, kind of figuring out your ways, right? Besides doing the takeouts, the curbside stuff, teamed up with Prep Fresh, which we talked to Juan last half hour, which are meals delivered right to your home.
Yep.
Okay, and you're kind of heading that up when it comes to the catering aspect and coming up with some of these menus?
Yeah, absolutely. So every week we offer 6 meals that you can get fresh to your door on Sunday that are provided throughout the week. So we usually set it up at 6 meals, 3 veg options, 3 meat options, with some side veg, some side protein. So people have the flexibility to kind of pick and choose what they want throughout the week.
These are ready to go. So when they arrive at your door, like you can put them in the fridge?
100%. Yeah, they are good to go. You put them in the fridge. You kind of choose when you want to eat them, right? If you want to have a pasta night Sunday, go for it right once you get the delivery.
I guess that alters what you can be doing too, because the integrity of the food is important on what you can do. A lot of it has to kind of be comfort food.
Yeah, and that's been the challenge. Finding stuff that, is fresh, is going to stay fresh, tastes great, but also has the integrity once traveled and then heated up at home. Right. So that's been kind of a big challenge because it's a little bit different than what we would provide at the restaurant here. But it still has that same integrity. It still has that heart and soul that's put into it.
But teaming up with Juan has to be pretty cool. Juan, can you come in and kind of guide Luke through the website there just to kind of show off some of the meals? Because, so it's Friday, so the meals we're seeing are going out on Sunday, and everything's already closed. So we're on to next week already.
Yeah, so we're already on to next week's menu. Yeah, which if you want, we can
what do you
talk
got?
about
What do you
that.
got? Just even a couple highlights of next week?
Yeah, so highlights of next week, we have a DIY, so a do-it-yourself nacho kit. So we'll be doing a tomatillo salsa verde, some pico de gallo, as well as next week, we have fajita bowl, chicken fajita bowl.
That's why you go to the website.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I know, you don't have to
it's going to know better than me.
You don't have to rhyme them all up, but you're coming up with these, right?
Yeah, so we're kind of taking the same approach that we would at the restaurant. The Diplomat is a globally influenced, our cuisine is globally influenced, so that's kind of the same approach that we're going with Prep Fresh. We want to still deliver that aspect, but in meals that make sense for your family on a weeknight.
Hamilton, Burlington, Oakville, you can get all of these meals delivered to your door. I guess you might have to give up the mic. And should we let you talk? Why? Well, let's see what, I just like to see him work. Maybe we'll let him talk. When we come back, we'll see what the Equal Parts is up to. Here on Morning Live. Foodie Friday this week is making it easier on you at home with Prep Fresh, making ready-to-serve meals delivered right to your door in Hamilton, Burlington, and Oakville. And it's kind of, it's two companies, because you have Prep Fresh, started by Juan, who is at McMaster University, has teamed up with Equal Parts Hospitality, and together they have created this business. And I get to see this guy again. Always see. Look at that hair.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been an evolution over the last 14 months.
Pandemic ponytail.
Yeah.
What does your wife Crystal think of that?
Apathy won out, and she's into it now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's lucky that barbershops were closed. If there had been an option, I think it would have been cut off, but we're good now.
Good
we
stuff.
got past the awkward.
So I always say executive chef with you. But you're director of
Director of Culinary Operations.
Options.
I like it because you give me promotions every time I talk to you.
You have to go back to
you
Jason and Jared.
You always go one title higher. So we're going to do more segments with you. I'm going to be CEO next time.
Love it. Okay. So we were talking to Tom because he kind of heads up Prep Fresh with you guys, where he's coming up with the menus.
Tom has been the driving force since January on this. So every week coming up with the menu, coming up with the prep, and getting it all done. It's been really incredible to watch him do that.
What's he doing right here?
He is making the wonton chips for our crab rangoon.
These are them here?
Yep. So fried off, a little bit of Japanese spice on there. So lots of flavor, a little bit of heat. And then this is on this week. So the ordering's closed for that. But next week we're doing, as Tom mentioned, nacho kit.
So, but a lot of this stuff, like you can heat this up, but then you're also doing to-go stuff too.
Yeah. So we've started experimenting a little bit with cook-yourself meals. 95% of it is still this pre-made, put it in the oven, and no work. Okay. But we're seeing if there's a bit of a market for, here's everything you need for a burger, you just got to put it on the grill.
And then this is separate from you, because you guys are still doing your stuff. We're at the Diplomat today.
Yep.
So Diplomat, French, Aberdeen Tavern. Where are we at with that for you guys right now?
So the Diplomat and the Tavern are closed for takeout.
Okay.
We've created a greatest hits menu at the French. So all coming out of one restaurant, you can get your steak frites, beside your carbonara, beside your butter chicken, and we've had a lot of really good reception to that.
Where are we at? Well, so today's Friday, Mother's Day Sunday.
Yeah.
We still have opportunity when people, I don't know, I had a buddy reach out to me. He's like, hey man, I need something. What do you got? What do you know? Still opportunity?
We've got some left.
Okay.
It's probably going to sell out at some point today, so get it quick.
Okay.
We've got quiches, we've got turkey clubs, we've got scones, we've got salads, we've got this huge seafood feast.
How big?
Huge. It's just going to get bigger the longer I do this. So lots of options. I'm not sure what's left on the website right now, but it's equalpartsevents.ca.
Okay, and it's prepfresh.com because the meals are on there now that will get delivered. No, meals are on there today because it's Friday.
Today to get delivered next
Sunday because, okay.
Yeah, ordering closes Thursday for delivery that Sunday. And it's a whole big cycle.
Okay, you got a segment off, but you've cut onions, you've cut some mushrooms. We'll see what John's doing next. We
Hopefully
come back
not my finger.
with Equal Parts and Prep Fresh on Morning Live. Oh, morning, we're just kind of showing off the knife skills of Executive Chef John Forcier here at Eagle Parts Hospitality. So I'm told are these scallions, John?
Yeah, scallions.
Scallions.
Want to be fancy. Green onions.
Green onions, all right. Okay. You don't have the mic on anymore, so you can't talk. Juan's got it back on. If you've kind of been not hanging out with us this morning, it's the combination of two companies. So Prep Fresh, Juan, started at McMaster back in 2018, has teamed up with Equal Parts, who's now your caterer, who's making all of your meals.
Yeah.
Right, which is a valuable partnership because they make delicious food, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, of course.
So let's go through again what people can get. So these are family styles, but you can also do individual meals?
Yeah, we try to hit kind of two sides of it. So there's always individual meals. So if you kind of zoom into here, we're gonna have like a always compostable container here that is just easy. Let's say a young professional going to work, it's just easy to heat up in the microwave. Or we have the family dishes. So those are kind of family dinners, no cooking required, just throw it into the oven.
Yeah.
And it's ready for you.
I want to come over to the website here because it's the ease of the website, and that's where you kind of select which one you want.
Yeah, we put a lot of effort into making it as easy as possible every week. So, I mean, you kind of see the big pictures. It's beautiful,
Yeah.
and there's kind of easy to use if you want individual, if you want family, as you kind of add things into your cart.
You always have to be taking these pictures because the menu's always changing.
The pictures is the most important part, for sure. It's always important.
What have you learned over the past 3 years since you
Too
started
much.
this as a student, right? And
A lot of things, a lot of learning curves, yeah, for sure. I mean, number one is just product. It's just, you have to have a quality product for people to
is
want
that
to
the
keep
most
ordering.
important thing?
By far. Like, you can focus on marketing, on a beautiful website, on the packaging, everything, but at the end of the day, people, if you're doing a quality product that people want to keep eating, they're going to keep ordering from you.
Hence why you hooked up with these guys.
That's
Right?
exactly why.
What's the future of how we're eating at home? Where's this going, you think, Juan, once we're out of the pandemic? Is this continuing the way we're doing this?
I think there's no reason to think why it wouldn't continue. I mean, people, at the end of the day, they're looking for convenience and they're looking for healthy. They want that, and they're willing to pay for that. So you'll see a lot of the explosion of HelloFresh, of those meal kits, and that's essentially all around that convenience.
Yeah.
This just kind of takes it an extra step, and there's that kind of expanding as we go.
Have you seen competition? Like, as far as, obviously a lot of restaurants are doing it right now to kind of survive, but once we can get back into restaurants, you're going to continue going with that. But is there a number of companies like you out and around?
Of course. I mean, in Canada for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
before when I started, there was probably about 3 other companies doing the same thing. Now you look and there's 40, 50 companies, especially in GTA. It's crazy.
So Hamilton, Burlington, Oakville as of now. What about our friends down Niagara way?
It's coming soon.
Okay.
We're working with a delivery partner, and it should be, honestly, within the next month. Should be
Okay.
expanding. Also Milton as well.
Milton, well, okay. Because it's Friday today. So the new menu's up there for Friday that will get delivered next Sunday.
Yeah.
So new menu on Friday and delivery on Sunday. Cool. Nice meeting you, man.
Man, thanks so much, Tim. I appreciate it.
Keep up the great work. Tommy, good seeing you. Whatever your name is. Good seeing you.